So, what is artificial intelligence? Well, AI is the science of creating machines that can perform tasks requiring human intelligence. You might be wondering, what is an AI technique? It's basically any method enabling machines to store, retrieve, and use knowledge efficiently. And what really characterizes AI applications? They deal with complex, uncertain problems that need reasoning and decision-making. All right, let's talk about problem-solving in AI. It's all about finding a sequence of actions that move from an initial state to a goal state. Now, what is a state space? It's a representation of all possible states in a problem. And what is a production system? It's a set of rules, a working memory, and a control strategy used for problem solving. You might also hear about forward chaining, which is a reasoning method starting from known facts to reach conclusions. On the flip side, backward chaining is a reasoning method that starts from the goal to find supporting facts. Moving on, what is exhaustive search? It's a search technique that explores all possible states. Then there's depth-first search, or DFS, which dives deep into a branch before exploring others. In contrast, breadth-first search, or BFS, expands all nodes at one level before going deeper. Now, what is heuristic search? It's a search using domain-specific knowledge to improve efficiency. And a heuristic function? Well, that's a function that estimates the cost to reach the goal. So, what is hill climbing? It's a local search algorithm that moves to the best neighbor. But the main drawback of hill climbing is that it can get stuck in local maxima. Now, what is branch and bound? It's a search method that eliminates branches with higher cost. And then there's best first search, which selects the most promising node using a heuristic. Finally, what is A1 search? It's an optimal search using f of n equals g of n plus h of n. So, what is game playing in AI? Well, it's basically about using algorithms to make optimal moves in competitive games. Now, you might be wondering, what is the minimax algorithm? It's actually a strategy to minimize the maximum possible loss. And, what about alpha-beta pruning? That's a method that reduces the number of nodes evaluated in minimax. Alright, let's talk about logic and knowledge representation. First off, what is propositional logic? It's logic that represents facts using Boolean variables. And what is predicate logic? It's logic using predicates, variables, and quantifiers for complex facts. So what exactly is a predicate? It's a function that expresses relationships or properties of objects. Now, what is scholemization? That's the process of removing existential quantifiers by adding Scholem functions. What is the resolution principle? It's an inference rule used to derive new clauses or contradictions. Unification? What is that? It's making two expressions identical by finding substitutions. And what are Horn clauses? Those are logical clauses with at most one positive literal. What is a semantic network? It's a graph where nodes represent concepts and edges represent relations. A frame in knowledge representation. What is that? It's a structured representation using slots and values. What is a script? It's a sequence describing typical events in a situation. And finally, what is conceptual dependency? It's a model representing meaning using primitive actions. Now let's get into machine learning basics. So, what is machine learning? It's a method where systems learn from data to improve performance. What are the three types of learning? Well, they're supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. And, what is a well-defined learning problem? That's when task, performance, and experience are all specified. Alright, so, what is reinforcement learning? Well, it's basically learning through rewards and penalties. Now, what is a neural network? It's a model inspired by the human brain, using interconnected nodes. And what about clustering? That's just grouping similar data into clusters. So what is a decision tree? It's a tree-like structure for classification or regression. Okay, what is a genetic algorithm? It's an optimization technique inspired by natural evolution. And finally, what is an SVM? It's a classifier that finds the best separating hyperplane. Okay, so what is a Bayesian network? It's a probabilistic graph representing dependencies among variables. Now, what is linear regression? It's a model that fits a linear line to predict a continuous output. And what is logistic regression used for? Binary classification. What about polynomial regression? That's regression using polynomial terms for nonlinear relations. So, what is ridge regression? It's linear regression with L2 regularization. And what is lasso regression? That's linear regression with L1 regularization. Alright, so what is KNN? It's a classifier predicting based on nearest neighbors. Now, what is a naive Bayes classifier? It's a classifier based on Bayes' theorem, assuming feature independence. And what is a random forest? Well, it's an ensemble of decision trees. What is MSE? That's mean squared error, measuring average squared prediction error. And RMSE? It's the square root of MSE. Finally, what is R squared? It's a measure of how well the model explains variance in the data. So, what is accuracy? Well, it's the proportion of correct predictions. Now, what about precision? That's the correct positive predictions divided by the total predicted positives. And recall, it's the correct positive predictions divided by the actual positives. Moving on, what is the F1 score? It's the harmonic mean of precision and recall. Finally, what is ROC IUC? It's a measure of classifier performance across thresholds. Alright, what is k-means clustering? It's a method that divides data into k-clusters based on distance to centroids. And what is centroid initialization in k-means? That's the process of choosing initial cluster centers. Now, what is k-medoids? It's clustering where centers are actual data points called medoids. What about hierarchical clustering? It's a method forming clusters in a tree-like hierarchy. And lastly, what is agglomerative clustering? It's a bottom-up clustering approach. Okay, so what is divisive clustering? Well, it's actually a top-down clustering approach. And what is a dendrogram? It's a tree diagram representing hierarchical clustering. Now, what is linkage in clustering? It's a method to measure distance between clusters. What about dbScan? That's a density-based clustering algorithm detecting noise in clusters. And, just to add, what is optics? It's a clustering method to identify density-based structures. So, what is PCA? It's a technique reducing dimensionality using eigenvectors. And what are eigenvalues in PCA? They're numbers representing variance along principal components. Now, what are eigenvectors? Well, they're directions of maximum variance in PCA. What is LDA? It's a supervised dimensionality reduction method. And what is TSNE? That's a visualization technique for high-dimensional data. All right. What is problem decomposition? It's splitting a large problem into smaller subproblems. What is an admissible heuristic? It's a heuristic that never overestimates the actual cost. And what is a consistent heuristic? That's a heuristic satisfying triangle inequality. What is search space? It's the set of all possible states. And finally, what is branching factor? It's the number of children nodes from each node. So what is a goal state? It's the desired final state in a search problem. What is a blind search? That's a search performed without domain knowledge. Now, what is an informed search? It's a heuristic-guided search. What is a local maximum? It's a point better than neighbors, but worse than global maximum. What is a plateau in hill climbing? It's a flat area with no improvement in neighbors. And what is simulated annealing? That's a search technique allowing occasional worse moves. What is a knowledge base? It's a collection of facts and rules. What is an inference engine? It's a component that applies rules to derive conclusions. What are quantifiers? They're symbols like for all and there exists, representing universal and existential quantities. What is modus ponens? If A implies B and A is true, then B is true. What is modus tollens? If A implies B and B is false, then A is false. What is contradiction? It's a statement that cannot be simultaneously true and false. What is regression in machine learning? It's predicting continuous values. What is classification? That's assigning labels to data points. What is overfitting? It's when a model learns noise instead of patterns. What is underfitting? That's when a model is too simple to capture patterns. And finally, what is generalization? It's the model's ability to perform well on unseen data.